You are literally going into work with lashes out to here, face in full glam like you're about to go to the club, wearing nails out to here.
Hey guys, how are you all doing? It's your girl Cindy. Welcome back again to another video. I trust you guys are having a good time today. If you are new here, hi. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. This biracial lady right here is trending on TikTok because of what she said in this video. So she says in that video that it is ghetto for nurses to come into work with makeup done, nails done, and lashes on. In her own words, she says it looks ghetto. Now, TikTok is on fire. People are reacting to her video. I'm going to let this video right here roll so you guys can hear from her directly. And of course, I just want us to please have this conversation today because it is not sitting well with a lot of people. Check this video out.
Okay, I'm on a roll, y'all. So I watched so many videos, so I have to keep going with like the things I saw where I have to just, TikTok restricts how much I can respond to all this crap that's going on. So I have to say this about nurse practitioners. As a nurse practitioner, I do not agree with all of the trash talking about the nurse practitioner profession, not only from nurse practitioners, but also other medical doctors or PAs or whomever. I don't like the direction and focus of the conversation. It's not balanced. And with that being said, I am going to make a few comments. This is a note and message to nurse practitioners out there who are practicing that I find to be, quite frankly, embarrassing. Okay, so just remember that when you're entering into your profession, you now represent all of us, okay? And with that representation comes, you need to be competent, clinically competent in what you're doing. So if you cheated and skirted your way through your program, didn't gain the knowledge you needed to gain when you were in your practicum before you graduate and all those things, you need to continue seeking higher education. You need to, there's fellowships, internships that you can do. And you should not be even practicing as a nurse practitioner if you know that you cheated your way through. Unfortunately, some of these programs don't have enough oversight to check and find the people who are not actually truly absorbing, learning the material. I do think the clinical sites are underregulated because now nurse practitioners, they have all these programs that help you, companies that help you find a nurse practitioner, but you're paying them to be your preceptor. There's a bias there. If I'm paying somebody to precept me, well then don't they have to kind of pass me? You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you find them independently and it's not even through an organization. So that's where the corruption's coming in on the clinical training for nurse practitioners, and why you're seeing some of these nurse practitioners come out, they're doing their clinicals with their friends or someone they know, and they're not actually gaining and absorbing the information they need to know to practice safely. That is a problem. I agree. Okay. That's something that the credentialing bodies need to be aware of and need to monitor and need to standardize the clinical training and make the board's exam harder for people to graduate. Everyone does not have the capability to be a nurse practitioner. Thankfully, in medicine, they have science, heavy science, and math courses that weed people out because most people aren't good at math and science. That's the gatekeeping right there. We don't have that in the nursing world. There is no gatekeeping. There's several different pathways you can take, which is a great thing, but also is seeming to backfire because there's some people who really shouldn't be nurses or NPs out there. Okay, so anyway, I say all that to say that for the people who are representing as nurse practitioners, I cannot stand the fact that I'm seeing ghetto providers all over social media watering down any respect that the nurse practitioner profession has, and that's why a lot of nurse practitioners are getting upset. It's one thing to still be learning because you're a novice, you're still within your first couple of years as a nurse practitioner. It's another for you to have the audacity to go on the internet, talk about being a nurse practitioner, and you are literally going into work with lashes out to here, face in full glam like you're about to go to the club, wearing nails out to here while you're treating patients. It is absurd. I have not seen this with any other profession. Like, any other medical profession with an advanced degree doing this. I don't see it with pharmacists. I don't see it with psychologists, counselors, physicians, MDs, DOs. I'm not seeing it anywhere else. It's only with the nursing. And I'm like, what is this? I literally was on a Teams call for a hospice company I've been working with. And one of the nurse practitioners came on with a tank top and her breast hanging out. So unprofessional, so embarrassing. And I'm like, this is why physicians don't respect, some physicians don't respect nurse practitioners. I don't respect you. I don't even care what your title is. I will not respect you in a professional setting if you don't even know how to dress. Dress includes your makeup, the long eyelashes, the crazy nails. That is unprofessional. I'm sorry. It just is. And I think that because there's so many hybrid programs online, these nurses and nurse practitioners are not learning about professionalism because the teacher is behind a computer. I remember one day I was running late to my clinical rotation, and so I didn't iron my coat. And my preceptor was like, she roasted me. And I was a little upset, because I was like, I'm working and I rushed here and I was under a lot of stress already. The last thing I cared about was my coat being ironed. Okay, I didn't think it looked that bad. But she made it very known to me not to ever come to her clinic without my coat being pressed, my white coat. And I appreciate her doing that because that is something I needed to know. Because when we are practicing, we are representing our profession. So I need all of these nurse practitioner students out here flaunting, so happy that they're entering into nursing. I'm happy for you too, but I need you all to do a better job of how you're representing us and cut out the ghetto antics. I hate to say it, but it's ghetto. It literally is. So if you need to Google professionalism, what does workplace attire look like, business casual, whatever it is that you need to research, I need you all to do that. Thank you.
Okay, let me just start off by saying that I have never seen a ghetto nurse before. Let me know in the comment section if you have, because I have never seen one. And then secondly, she cut her nails first in that video. You can please go back and check that video out. Please don't get me wrong. I understand that in nursing and other healthcare settings, artificial nails are not allowed. Even your natural nails are expected to be short. Of course, this is due to infection control concerns. But talking about makeup and lashes, girl, Now, I know that someone would say, okay, she said ghetto, but she didn't mention a particular group or community. But we all know that that word, ghetto, is associated with a particular group of people. Talking about putting on makeup, is this you?
Have you ever been feeling sick and so you do your makeup to not feel sick? Because my skin was super red, my face is still kind of puffy, but putting a little bit of makeup on did help, and now I feel better and I think I can get some work done.
Now, let me get this straight. You were not feeling too well. You thought that applying makeup is gonna make you feel better and get your job done. You did it and it worked for you. So why coming for nurses? Why saying that applying makeup to work looks ghetto? Did you not think that applying makeup would make them feel better? Did you even... Anyways, you guys, I have put together a few stitches. Let's just hear what people said to her. And of course, I'm going to show you some screenshots of comments. This is to let you know that her account is now on private because of the backlash that she's receiving. She took the video down and she has done tons of videos trying to explain herself and all of that. I'm going to show you some of these videos. If you can watch the videos, that will be fine. But I thought to react to this video just to get your opinion. The word ghetto is not sitting well with a lot of people, especially Black women, especially Black people. Check this video out.
There's a video of a nurse practitioner saying these ghetto nurses and MPs wearing their full glam makeup to work is unprofessional. Ma'am, why does that bother you? First of all, your demeanor and your delivery was just atrocious, okay? Did they not teach you how to communicate in MP school, how to be respectful, empathetic, professional? You're on TikTok, a worldwide platform, coming on, representing yourself as an MP, representing the American healthcare system, talking like that. As we don't have already enough problems going on as is. Someone's makeup is the least of everyone's concerns. And I get you probably didn't mean any harm by what you said, but at the same time you said it. And now you're trying to retrace your steps. saying you didn't mean it that way. Ma'am.
Hi there, baby. I'm Nurse Betty. I'm coming to take your blood this morning, baby. Yeah, you stay right there. Just roll your sleeve up. And I gotta get my stuff. I'll be right back.
Who started that? Ghetto makeup nurse. Shut up. Susie. If you're upset the doctors ain't checking you out, that you don't look good, that all the patients like, oh, you're beautiful, then step it the fuck up. I'm tired of it. What? Because she want to be a bad bitch going to work? Because she want to look good making it bad? And you want to go in there with a fucking nasty bun? You can clearly tell you... Never mind. Stop. That's not the point. That's not the point. The point is this. Mind your motherfucker. Okay, that's also not the point. That's not also the point. The point is this. Why are you not worried about the patient? Baby, there's people in here dying and you worried about lashes and makeup and nails? Talking about be professional. What profession do I need to be? The only thing about me that needs to be professional is my voice. We all got on the same outfit. You mad I added a little razzle dazzle? You're a hater with a capital H.
Honey, to the young lady that made that whole post about nurse practitioners and their lashes, one thing about me, I'm gonna wear my lashes. I think you're really just mad because we are now sitting at the table with you. Scoot over, clock that tea.
She meant the blacks. She couldn't say blacks. She really wanted to say no, but she couldn't say that either. She couldn't stand on business. So she had to find something that she knows majority of black nurses are putting on lashes. They're putting on nails. She doesn't like that. She feels uncomfortable because you're occupying a space where she feels like you don't deserve to be. And that's the real truth right there. The fact that black nurses are always being undermined. Always. What's my nose? Always. We're questioned. We're being undermined. They trying to make us feel like we're stupid, that we don't belong there, that our degrees, like we didn't earn our degrees, we didn't earn the space that we're in, we didn't earn the amount of money that we're making, we didn't earn the positions that we have, we didn't earn the experiences that we're getting. That is her real problem. It ain't got to do with the lashes, because look at her goddamn eyebrows. If you could go sit down and let somebody play with your eyebrows like that, you can't have any issues with somebody's lashes and nails. I said what I said. I said what I said. Okay. Talking about ghetto lashes and nails.
And what about it? We wear lashes and a beat face every time. There's a nurse on here that's talking about some nurses and nurse practitioners are ghetto for wearing lashes, their face beat to work, and long nails. You say ghetto, what you mean by that? Huh? I hear ghetto because long nails are automatically thinking a black woman. You got a problem? And was your appearance indicative of the level of care that you're able to provide? When did lashes impair you from being able to give chest compressions? Allow me to continue. Now, girl, if you don't know how to do a highlight and contour and you mad about that, just say that. It seems as if you're projecting your insecurities on black women. I know how long nurses got to go to school to be a nurse practitioner. You're dedicating your life to your education so you can get to a certain level of practice. Imagine somebody being mad at you because you look good. You look like one of them girls that'll come up to you and say, oh my God, your lashes are so beautiful. I love your hair. And be the same one talking shit behind your back. Mind you, she talking about some of the nails but got a whole set. Somebody make an anonymous report. Please, thank you. See all that to say this. Don't come on the internet looking like a regular schmegular female, then coming for the ones that are putting themselves together and performing at the highest level. In every way, shape, and form. Find the business that pays you and stay out of ours.
A non-black woman with jet black eyebrows that looked like she ignored the timer to wipe the henna off her eyebrow, so now it is stained, came on the internet and decided to critique the appearance of women in healthcare. The thing about it is that she wants you to believe that it was a generalized statement that she was making. However,
The people that she described was oddly specific. It was oddly familiar. Time and time again, Black women thrive, and it bothers people. It bothers people so bad because we were never supposed to be on the same level as them, let alone surpass them. Putting yourself together when you wake up in the morning, not looking like you rolled out of bed, wearing lashes, makeup, and nails does not stop you from doing your job effectively. But the fact of the matter is that you are so triggered by the women who put themselves together that is stopping you from being able to function, and that sounds like a you problem. A Black woman has always been in fields that the world thought we didn't have access to. It might not have been many of us, but it was us. We was there. And now you get a front row seat with social media, and you realize that we're not only on the same level as you, we're surpassing you. So now, what else can they do to drag us down? They start picking at our physical appearance. They're telling you how to put your best foot forward, because when you look good, you feel good. And most importantly, they don't want you to feel good. You don't have to look like what you've been through, but they want you to look like what you've been through. I swear to God, a brown angel falls from heaven every single time you let them win.
Lashes, hair done, makeup done. What the hell does that got to do with the type of care that's getting delivered? But I will tell you some observations that we see, but we don't talk about with our counterparts. You come in, you know what I'm saying, we got to have our hair done to make sure we looking appropriate. But other people come in, it look like they just rolled out of bed. Hair messy, scrubs not iron, stained. But that ain't our business, so we stay in our business. Why is it that Black women are always the target, especially when it comes to something nursing related? I don't know, that's kind of weird because we don't say nothing. We come in, do our jobs, and go home. But it's a problem if somebody comes in with integrity in their outer appearance and what makes them feel good. Like, I don't understand when having a full face of makeup on affected titrating vasopressors. When did having your hair done, the bust down, and your bohos in cause issues with doing wound care? But I will say one thing, I have seen a plethora of times where those exact situations are affected by the people that need 18-man coffees. I have heard from patients aspects of, oh, they look like they didn't even want to be here. Like, they just rolled out of bed. The clothes dirty, the scrubs dirty. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff that's vocalized to us, but we don't say nothing. We come in, do our job, and go home. Long story short, why can't everybody just mind their business? Let's mind our business, do what we supposed to come there to do, which is take care of our patients and go home. That's it.
All my ghetto nurses, come to the front. Big up yourself, my girlie. I'm the girl I'm under pressure. Listen, I'm going to keep my thing brief as usual. Constantly in nursing and healthcare, we are worried about the wrong things at the wrong time. You saw what Dr. Oz said the other day? Go look it up. Okay? Right now, we should be focusing on the following things. Standardization of education, safe patient ratios, and nurses getting more involved in policy making to protect themselves and their patients. I feel that it is short-sighted to talk about, lashes and nails and hair before we talk about racism that happens in nursing and in nursing school, right? We need to get focused, and we need to stay focused, and we need to get one band, one sound real quick. Because this conversation is just derailing the things that need to take place. Why aren't we focusing more on skill set, clinical knowledge, right? So you're telling me that if a nurse comes to you and they got a 40-inch bust down, but they know how to take care of you in the ICU back and forth, you're going to complain about it? And these are the sort of conversations that get perpetuated where we end up in the situation we're in right now, where you cannot find enough nurses to work bedside because of this sort of politics. And one can make the argument that, okay, maybe these things have to do with, infection control, like, the very long nails or the hair or whatever it is. But most of the time, if the girls have the long bust down, they got the cap on like this. They tuck the hair in there when they're rendering patient care, right? Most of the girls that I see, I don't often see, now not to say it doesn't exist, the girls with the very, very long stiletto nails working at the bedside. If they do have the long nails, they're working in some other capacity where it's not necessarily in direct patient care. So yeah, this conversation about ghetto nurse and what is professional, we need to wrap it up by 6 p.m. today.
I think it's extremely unprofessional for someone who says they're a professional to get on this app and describe unprofessionalism as a way that people look based on certain biases, based on a certain demographic that you're describing, using the word ghetto and talking about lashes, face beat, like full beat face and nails. I find that extremely unprofessional on your part as a supposed professional. Me, as someone who would be a patient, if I was to get you as my NP, I would tell them to remove you expeditiously because of the way that you spoke about a demographic. Like, you're trying to hide it behind professionalism or giving advice, but to me, it just gave implicit bias, and it gave covert racism, it gave microaggression. It's the words you used, and you're doubling down. That's the thing, is you're doubling down. You're not going to apologize, you're doubling down. And it's weird because you get up on here, you give your opinions in your own profession, you state your profession, and now I see people that are looking to send that video to your bosses. Like, they're trying to now get you fired. And I'm like, you're a nurse, you obviously are biased. You obviously have some sort of issue with a certain demographic, and are those people wrong? I'm not sure, because personally for me, I wouldn't want to be under your care. I wouldn't want to be under your care with the way that you spoke. So I don't know, but y'all got to stop doing this. This app is not the place to be doing that. You will never know what I do or my profession. I will never put that out there. And yeah, you just got to stop doing it, because now I fear she may be in some trouble.
I'm going to ball your lips up into a fist when I say this. Your problem is not with makeup on nurses in a professional setting. Your problem is jealousy and a fear of being outdone by someone that you feel like is beneath you. Duh! That's insane. Like, whether or not I have on lip gloss and a full bead, hair done, eyebrows done, lashes done on a shift, do you know what I still have regardless of if I have that on or not? One of these. Oh my God! Anyways, today is going to be day 4 of my 13-day stretch. I'm pretty sure today is day 4. And I was starting an IV on somebody a few days ago, and they were telling me like, oh my gosh, like nobody can ever get an IV on me. They always have to sit me so many times, and like this person has to come in and do it and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, I'm just so scared. And I was like, hey, I have already started the IV. I'm taping it up. It's already done. Would you like some ice? She was like, wait, you're done? I was like, yeah, girl, I've been done. Like, before she even had started that spiel, I was already done.
So this is kind of a late response to the post about NPs who wear too much makeup, not looking professional. Listen, patients don't care if your lashes touch your hairline. They care if you're clean, kind, and know what you're doing. And I feel like this is part of the mess. Like this, it's part of the reason why 40% of new nurses quit after 2 years. Some of us are too busy judging each other for all the wrong reasons instead of building each other up. Support your sisters and save your judgment. We need every single one of us out here. That's all I got.
Here is the follow-up video that she did. Of course, she noticed that people are coming for her, which made her to private her account and pull the video down. Now, I'm going to show you this video because in this video, she's literally clarifying some of the things she said in the original video. Please check this video out.
So I'm seeing that a lot of people are getting really, really upset because I used the word ghetto when I was talking about professionalism, and I just wanted to provide some clarification by what I meant when I said that. So first of all, as a Black woman and where I'm from with most of my friends, and yes, I'm a biracial Black woman, and with my friends who are Black where we are from in the DMV, we use the term ghetto interchangeably. It's not attached to race. So we might say something is like if my car radio is not working, I'm like, this ghetto radio, like that's how we use the word. So when I was speaking in casual conversation on here on this platform, that's why I said it that way. It was not intended to be some type of slick way of targeting or talking about specifically other Black females. So my goal here is not to tear other people down, but my intention was to say I'm trying to protect our profession. And I think that all people, all women, you should look your best, absolutely. And I obviously can't tell people what to do. I'm just voicing an opinion here. And I love long nails. Yes, I do have on long nails, but I don't wear these to work. Like if I'm gonna go see a patient, I would not have these nails on. And I love full glam. I love dressing up too and looking nice, but I also know that when I'm in the work setting that I change how I dress and present myself, especially when we have a diverse patient population, right? So I 1,000% understand why people are upset, but I need you all to also know that I would never try to tear down other Black women. If anything, I feel like a lot of people are trying to tear me down by telling me I'm not Black or telling me they don't consider me part of the community, which I think is way more messed up than me using the term ghetto when I was actually talking about a ton of nurse practitioners of all different races. It was definitely not directed to one group of people. So anyway, that is all. I support and I love my community. Even though people are saying some things towards me, I get it. I just wanted to put a disclaimer out there. Also, I wanted to thank everyone for the folk who gave constructive feedback and the people who reached out to me privately and agreed with what I was saying and understood what I was saying and didn't take it out of context like a lot of other people did. So I appreciate y'all quite a bit. Thank you, everyone. And I hope that this video gives some clarification, but I'm sure you all will probably find something wrong with what I said here too, based on my TikTok experience so far. Anyone arguing in the comments saying that you should be able to wear long nails to work as a healthcare provider if you're nursing and doing direct patient care, you are absolutely out your mind. That is never appropriate. These nails are way too long. If I'm providing direct patient care, I would not wear these nails. Okay, so I'm off. I can wear these. You can wear these nails. You can wear whatever you want when you're not at work. But there's certain things there's reasons why we are told to dress a certain way at work. There's reasons why they have dress policies. Not only because we represent the company we're working for, we represent our profession, but also because some of the stuff it's due to patient safety, right? So I saw a nurse practitioner, she had her own clinic and she had nails out to here. She's doing cosmetic procedures on people's faces with nails this long. She's doing threading. And guess what? Because her nails were so long, she couldn't wear the properly sized gloves. So she's wearing these huge loose gloves doing these procedures that require lots of precision and they're on the face. So if you all think that there's no problem with that and you want to argue with me on it, then I mean, you can go to someone like that personally. No, I would not want someone working on my face when they have nails out to here. And I definitely wouldn't want them touching me because I know that their nails aren't clean. There's no way in between each patient they're doing a full scrub under those nails in between each patient visit. I don't believe that could happen. You don't even have that much time in between patient visits anyway. So if y'all want to make it into a targeted thing about a culture and say I'm trying to target Black people, last time I checked, the long nails is trending everywhere for everybody. I didn't know that was a Black specifically for Black people. But
on your screen are some of the random comments I grabbed so you guys can see what other people said about her video. Please pause to read if you want to. At this point, guys, I don't know what to say anymore because she is sorry but not sorry. I have been to the hospital multiple times and I can't remember noticing a nurse with lashes, nails fixed, and makeup. Like, I was not there to look at them. I was just there because I needed help. I was sick, okay? I needed help. I am just there for you to help me out, baby. I am not there to judge whatever you are putting on. The fact that she did that video with her nails done, you could have taken those artificial nails out before making the video. Now, people are using that to judge you. Like I said, I don't know what to say further, guys. Let me know what you all think in the comment section, what you have to say. Like I said earlier again, I understand the nails part, but talking about the makeup and lashes, I feel like someone offended you. I feel like someone literally offended you that made you to, gosh, I don't know. But anyways, let me know your take in the comment section, guys, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share, comment, and of course come back for another one. I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. Y'all have a lovely day. Bye.